Hi, this is Emily from SportMartialArts.com bringing you the SportMartialArts.com Minute for Saturday, October 12th, 2019. SportMartialArts.com has been bringing you sport karate tournament action, media, and news for over 19 years, and we've got the scoop for you with the Daily Minute, where we search the web for sport karate social media posts and information and condense it so we can present it to you in 5 to 10 minutes so you can stay up to date, be in the know, and spend more time training and living. The clock is ticking, so let's get started. It's the 50th show for the SportMartialArts.com Minute. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching and supporting the show over the past month and a half through the bumps as I got started. Your likes, comments, and even texts and support are great motivation. I've got a lot of great ideas for upcoming shows and I can't wait to share them with you. I started this show in order to help the sport karate community find a place to come together to share the positives of the sport and to help the sport grow. I credit sport karate competition with helping me with success in my life, and I want to see it help others as well. If you're with me on that, please like and share this show and help me with my mission. Since this is the 50th show, I'm feeling nostalgic. I decided to go back to where it all began and bring you footage from the first tournament I remember officially covering, the Cheesehead Nationals in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 2001. I'm also using photos of the SMA crew and older photos as the placeholders in this episode. Before we go back in time, let's give some shout-outs to the people on the tournament trail right now. Thanks for posting your accomplishments. From the Central States Karate Championships last weekend in Minnesota, BJ Carnahan showed up and won the senior men's sparring title. And Ashley Christensen Ferruzzi was the 18 to 34-year-old women's sparring winner at that event. A bit of news from the Bristol Open that is happening in the UK this weekend. Dan from Energized Martial Arts Academy took bronze in his fighting division. Watch for more updates from this event in upcoming shows. Ariel Torres is in Qatar competing on sand. He made it through the first round. And Team Kumite was in Miami, Florida this weekend for the Pan American Internationals. Check out Andy Watford. He's going home with lots of bling from the Pan Americans. Aiden Miller won a ring for almost each finger at the Pan American Internationals. Haley Glass is back from a shoulder injury and doing great as she won 4 first places in one night at the Pan Americans. Noah Sansate placed in 2 divisions in Miami. Aubrey is pretty excited about her experience in Florida. It was a great day for Christopher Conover, who got his first place win on the NASCAR World Tour. Daniela Barrientos was a winner at the Pan Americans. Jaden Taub and Natalie were team sparring champs at the Pan Americans, and Jaden won her forms division. Diego and Sofia Rodriguez have some bragging rights from the Pan American Internationals. He just got his black belt, and then Adomas won a few divisions at the Pan Americans to boot. Kaysen was super excited about getting back into competition. Shout out to Peyton Fender for her openweight win at the Pan Americans. Samantha, Ava, and Faith are here with their wins in Miami. Liam North was an openweight winner in Florida. Pedro Notario kept it hot in the traditional challenge at the Pan Americans. Mark Watton took home some medals in Ireland as well. Congrats to Team DKS at the Pan Americans. And Carvin Silva and Juan Rojas got some acknowledgement for their accomplishments. Also, a big shout out to Team Legend. They took home an armful of hardware from the Pan American Internationals. Congrats to all. And a shout out to my football rival, Brandio. If you've been watching the shows, you know that Brandio's Eagles will face my Minnesota Vikings tomorrow. I hope you're all rooting for purple. Brandio posted this photo of his luggage on his Instagram feed. Of course, I had to do some alterations to make this acceptable. Here you go. It's going down tomorrow. I hope you're all going to be paying attention. We've got a couple events coming soon, so get ready. The Music City SMACDown is happening October 26th in Lebanon, Tennessee. You need to get registered because it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a competitive edge camp, first-timer divisions, and so much more. Check it out on SMACtournament.com. And the Diamond Nationals are just around the corner on November 1st and 2nd right here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm working on some cool Halloween plans for the event, so make sure you join our community group to help with the planning. Get your registration done now so you can be part of this amazing event. The website is diamondnationals.com. And on October 31st, be a part of the Katana Everett Sparring Seminar in conjunction with the Diamond Nationals. Get yourself prepared and learn some great new techniques at this seminar. Go to diamondnationals.com to register. We've got some birthdays today. Happy birthday to Larry Tankson, Alejandra Segovia, Rachel Harrington, Jake Mook, John Canabay, Anthony Earls, Kat Stevens, Greg Beaver, and Mark Schmetzer. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Now it's time to go way back to 2001. Back then I had a small martial arts school and my students wanted to compete. I started taking them to tournaments and it was always hard to figure out how everyone did. This was way before social media, so I decided to start a little website to share photos and videos of the kids at events. It was called the Martial Arts Sports League Inc., aka Mazzle Inc., and that was the start of SportMartialArts.com. So here's some footage from one of the very first events we ever covered, the Cheesehead Nationals in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. First, here's a video of Brandon Allen. He was one of my students and on my competition team, the Midwest Force. Here he is doing weapons. He's now an adult, a dad, and a martial arts school owner. We even showcased his school on one of our dojos. Next, here's Craig Henningsen. He was a member of Team AK and one of the top junior competitors of the time. He's all grown up now and is working in the stunt and movie industry. I remember Mike Scapparato. He was a student of my friend Jerry Roberts out of Ohio. He was a small kid with a huge heart. He did sparring and weapons, and here's his weapons performance from the event. He's now all grown up and he runs his own roofing business. You should all know Larry Tangson. He's the fighter on the right in this video. He's the father of Jason Borelli and Larry Tangson Jr. and was and still is a great fighter. He hails from Chicago where he puts on his own tournament and runs TAC Karate and Fitness still. He also puts out great competitors and today is his birthday, so happy birthday, Mr. Tangson. One of Larry Tangson's students, Davey Anderson, is shown here on the left. He was a solid competitor and instructor. He's now a sales manager in Chicago. And check this out, here's Jarrett Leiker doing Creative Bow. You might already know him because he only recently retired from competition. He's gone on to law school and now has his own law firm and is still heavily involved in promoting martial arts and coaching. And finally, here's Jeff LaFrance. We called him Viva LaFrance, doing traditional kata. Jeff was one of the original SportMartialArts.com crew. He went from carrying a Sony camcorder at events to becoming the director of marketing for some of the largest casinos in Michigan. I saw him just a few months ago and he's doing really well. Thanks for walking down memory lane for me for this 50th episode. I wanted to show you the positive impact of sport karate competition on people's lives, including my own. I've met so many great people and friends through the martial arts and martial arts competition, and I'm proud to be part of the community. If you love this sport and the sport karate family like me, like this episode and keep turning in. I also encourage you to join the SportMartialArts.com community group on Facebook. It's a supportive group where you can post your accomplishments no matter how small, ask questions, and celebrate our sport. Come and be a part of it today. And make sure to like, share, and comment on this episode to help us spread the good news about sport karate. Time is up. Thanks for joining me today on my 50th episode. And Nick and Mallory thought I could never do it. In your face, guys. See you next time on the SportMartialArts.com Minute.